Hi friends, welcome. Welcome to the month of birds. You know, September, October, November, and December. I'm so excited that we're finally in all of those wonderful months of the holiday season. And so, as much as I have loved all of my pre-fall decorating, today I'm excited to actually start bringing in more of the warm and cozy. So friends, if you're here for it, thank you for joining me, and let's get started adding more of that wonderful cozy feeling to my home. So to get started, let's go ahead and just clean off some of the dust off of this little cabinet that I have right by my front door. And so I've got this pumpkin spice cleaner that I picked up at TJ Maxx. I just love it. It smells so good. So when I was cleaning, I come across my pick from one of my George Strait concerts way back in the day. I always had so much fun going to those concerts, and I just loved George Strait, still do. But anyway, let's get back to decorating and off of memory lane, and let's just add in some of these fun things back into this cabinet. I usually have the top styled just about like it is all the time. I just love how this all seems to work together. So I'm going to kind of put this back since I've cleaned, and then we're going to move on to the next shelf. Now I have this box right here, and this had some little booklets in it, which I'm going to share with you in just a little bit. But I got it at this cute little store, and it was hardly nothing. And I just love the boxes of things just as much as I love the actual items that are inside. So I've got this sweet Bible I'm going to add right there, and then I'm going to add this beautiful little creamer that I have, and I just filled it with some hops that are from Target. They came in a bunch. I just separated them, and then this is one pick from Hobby Lobby that's over in the pig section, and I just put it inside. It's got those pine cones and acorns, and I just think it's really pretty. And so I'm going to just scoot that up there so it will hold my book and Bible in place, and I love the way this looks. Something about that brown glaze, it's just perfection for fall. To add just a little bit more interest to this side, I wanted this book to show. Now I couldn't figure out how to make it set up where I wanted with everything else in place, so I just used a tack. A push pin worked perfect. I put it where I wanted, and the bottom really isn't going to show. So let's go ahead and layer in some of these other items that I want to use, and I think this made a perfect display right here. I love that you can see just that touch of orange on that little book. And of course, the last thing I'm going to do is add this really sweet, tiny little shoe mold. So now let's move up to the top. I love these old books that I thrifted, and friends, most everything in my home is truly thrifted. These were at the thrift store. I love them, and they're just perfection for fall as well. And of course, I'm just going to add a few other things. I've got this container that I thrifted, and inside of it are, again, it's just some weeds I picked along the side of the road a few years ago. It looks like I need to add a few more to it, and funny enough, I noticed exactly where some are, so I need to go back and get a few more to kind of fill it out, but for now that's going to work right there. And then I've got another stem that I picked in my yard, and this was during spring, and they've dried perfectly, and I just have it in this really cute little brass pitcher, and I think this area is so pretty together. Something about the brass with that iron, it's just so pretty. Now I want to add in a few other things. I've got this gorgeous picture that I thrifted of this quail, and or maybe it's a pheasant. I think it's a pheasant, not a quail. And I'm going to add it to the top. And then I want to bring in another one of my favorite finds. Now, most of you know my mother sold Avon for many years, and so when I saw this duck decanter at the thrift store, I had to grab it. It is so sweet, and it is an Avon piece, and of course, I guess it must have smelled like wild country back in the day. So I'm just going to add it right here. And as you can see, I've already used some of these things in my pre-fall, and I'm just moving things around so that when I'm decorating for officially fall decor in my home, you can see I'm going to move things around just a little bit just to create the look that I want in my home. But I really love how this is coming together. Before we do any more decorating, I just want to take a moment and thank Costway for sponsoring today's video. They sent us this beautiful TV fireplace stand. This is a classic appearance with a wood-like surface, which makes the TV stand a functional and decorative addition to any living room space. This fireplace has 3 levels of realistic flame effects. It also adds a beautiful elegance to your surroundings. You can enjoy this TV in your home, and I love that it has this beautiful fireplace which actually gives out heat. This fireplace can heat up to 400 square feet, and you know what? It can be set on a timer. It can go for 30 minutes to up to 6 hours. This is such a beautiful piece of furniture. I love that it can be controlled by this remote. And friends, the quality of this piece is unbelievable, and it comes at such an affordable price. We are just absolutely loving it. If you use this code GSPKFYV, you will get 10% off your order. I will have everything linked in the description below for you guys, so I hope you'll check out this amazing fireplace that they sent us. My daughter is loving it. It has truly made her apartment feel so warm and cozy, and absolutely perfect for this fall season. Again, I just wanted to say thank you to Costway for sponsoring today's video. I appreciate you sending this amazing piece of furniture, this TV stand with this amazing fireplace. I know my daughter and sweet Ellie will enjoy it for many years to come. Okay friends, let's get back to decorating right here. So I've got this table that's sitting here, and you know what? I was trying to figure out what I wanted to add there that might be different than what I've done before. So now that I got the books in place, which you can see, I moved over to the side kind of behind that lamp, and that was just to give a little bit of interest. I got this beautiful thrifted candelabra, and I really haven't displayed it in my home. I had it behind my couch during pre-fall, and I've been trying to search for candles. I did order some from Amazon, but sadly I ordered the wrong size, and I've been looking for some when I'm out and about. Just haven't had the chance to find any. I think one of my subscribers had told me to look at the at-home store, but I don't have one of those close to me, so I just haven't been able to get there yet. So when I ordered them on Amazon and they didn't work, I thought, well, I'll try to figure something out. I was gonna be going later today to Home Goods, and I thought I would just check there. So as you can see, none of these candles that I found today are going to work, and I'm just kind of at a loss. I really wanted to style this for you guys today, so I'm going to have to come up with a creative idea to see if I can make this work. Okay, so the more I was looking at this, I thought if I put 4 of these together and if I could twist them some way, they would work. That would be the perfect size. So I put 4 of these in the microwave for a minute and watched it closely, and that made them pliable enough that I could twist. And then I just kind of took the top and tried to form it into, you know, kind of a point so that it would kind of look like a candle. But friends, I think this is gonna work, and I really love the twisted effect. So I'm gonna do this to 8 more sets of these, and hopefully this will work. So I know these are far from perfect, but you know what? Perfection is overrated, and I think this is going to work out perfectly. I might have to kind of twist some of these around to the best size, but still, I love this look. That way I don't have to keep searching for some. I already have some extras in there that I can redo if I don't like these. But friends, tell me what you think. I think this is perfect, especially since I wasn't able to find the size of candle that I needed. I love the color, and so yay, I'm so thrilled that this worked. So y'all tell me if you like this or not. Okay, now let's style these suitcases I have right beside that table. So I've moved my corbels. Some of them were behind my TV, behind my couch. Sorry, behind the couch. So I moved them right here, and I love just being able to see these beautiful architectural pieces. Now my mom and dad's picture was also behind the couch, so I moved it right here so that I can see it as well. Now I've got this gorgeous pottery piece that is so stained and so crazed, and the more I was looking at it, I thought, you know what, I really want to incorporate this somewhere in my decor that I can use in my room. So I grabbed it and I took some paper shred, and I don't have a lot right here. I'm going to try to really spread it out. I didn't really want a lot for this look. I'm going to spread it out, and then I'm just going to top it with my flameless pumpkin candle that I got from Hobby Lobby. I think it's so pretty. This can be set on a timer. I'm going to place it there, and then just to fill in around here, I'm going to bring in those faux acorns that I picked up a few years ago. I can't remember where I got these, but I think Amazon has some. That might be where I got them. I don't remember. But if I have links to anything, I promise I will leave them in the description below for you guys. But I just love the look of nature, and these these acorns, I just think are working perfectly. So here are the books that came out of that other thing I was telling you about that I placed right there. All of these sweet little books were inside that box, and I love the color, so I thought it would be perfect to just set right here to display. I love little things like that that are odd or that are different or that are unexpected, and y'all know I love the Bible, and so I love displaying that in my home, throughout my home, and I just thought that was just another way to incorporate God and, you know, my love for Him in my home. And so now let's just add in a few of these gorgeous acorns. See, I got it right. and that's going to finish this look right here. I'm going to keep it pretty simple because I'm going to have a lot going on in other places. So I think this came together, and you guys tell me if you like the look of this. I just love the look of these little acorns around this beautiful pumpkin candle. Y'all let me know, did you get one of these candles from Hobby Lobby? So the last place I'm going to share with you today is this little table that sits by my couch. And as you can see, I'm just going to bring in this gorgeous brown crock, and inside I usually have a jar. If I'm going to make an arrangement that has a large mouth on it, I'm going to find something with a smaller mouth to put inside. Another trick I like to use is just add in these little pouches. They smell so good. It makes your room smell heavenly. Nobody knows where it's coming from because it's hidden in this container. So here are these hops I got from Target, and they were bundled together, but I just undid them, and I'm just going to put them all inside this jar. And you can see you can just spread them around, and it's going to make it look more full. So let's do that, and then let's grab this other stem that I have. I got these gorgeous blackberry stems from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and I thought that would pair perfectly inside this crock. So let me grab those, and I'm just going to put these right inside as well. And you know what? A lot of these stems, you can just maneuver them the way you want them to go. So they're really long. I've just spinned up the stems. I'm sticking them inside, and I'm going to add one stem at a time. And again, you know, sometimes you might need to intertwine the pieces of foliage that you have to make it look the way you want. Like, see, there's a hole right here, so I'm just going to stick in another piece of this hops. And then again, you can always take those blackberry stems and bend them up or down, or whichever way you desire to achieve the look that you want to create. So I love this, and I'm trying to keep things a little simple because I'm going to have a lot going on in my room. So I will be showing that in the next few videos, so I hope you'll come back and watch. But I thought it would be perfect to add this brown wood pumpkin that I got last year. And I really like it. I think it's so pretty. But I have never been really crazy about the stem. It was black, and then I added some gold rub and buff to it. And I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's pretty. But I think I can make it look more like what I desire. So I'm going to grab this pumpkin, and I'm going to see if I can get the stem to come off. And so when I picked it up, I seen that it was just screwed on. So let's unscrew it and then come up with a different plan. I'm sure you've already guessed what I'm going to do, but I'm going to grab a real stem and see if I can put that on top. So all I did was just drill a hole the size of this screw, and then all I'm going to do is just take it and screw it on. And that's it. I'm not going to add any glue or anything like that. That way I can take it on and off when I'm trying to store it. And if I wanted to pop on that other stem sometime later down the road, I would be able to do that. But to me, this real stem just elevates the look of this pumpkin so much more. And it blends more in with what I like in my home. So that's just always a tip. Just know that you don't have to take things just the way they are. Make them their own. Make them your own, however that means. And this works. I just think it looks so much better with this real stem. I just love the look of this little area, especially this gorgeous picture. Y'all know I thrifted that for $5 last year. One of my top favorite things I've ever found thrifting. Love it so much, and I think that really completes this look right here. Friends, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all so very much. And friends, I just want to ask you if you would please continue to pray for our precious friend Angie at the Bumblebee Farmhouse. And friends, if you could watch her videos like my friend Miss Jeannie Turner said. I love you, Jeannie. Such a great idea. That would really help support her while she's not able to make videos, and maybe that would help them financially. But friends, before I go, I just want to share this beautiful Bible verse with you. Let us hold fast to the confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. Hebrews 10:23. Friends, God's word never fails. If you're going through anything, you can find the answers in the Word of God. Find the promises, stand on that word, and know that God is faithful. Friends, we are so thankful to have you here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And friends, we look forward to seeing the next one. Bye, y'all.